All right, all right, all right. Sorry,
All right, we live.
what's up, y'all? This is the Beyond Celebrity Show. I'm your host, Cesar Pena. We got our co-host, Miguel Sanchez. What's up, bro?
What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? What we got today? What we up to today?
Today we got no guests because it's late today. So, yo, she's on live right now. So people going crazy over there. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We good. Got a couple cancellations because it was real late today. So as far as like people from Germany, I had two people from Germany lined to be part of the show because I was on there live twice. I was on not live, but I was on a TV show, one of their most popular entertainment TV shows called Red, and I was on there yesterday, and I was on there today again. So people were sending me videos and everything like that. Hopefully we could show a clip tonight here. But yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. The amount of love I was getting was insane. So I had two people that wanted to be on the show, and then it just got real late. It's 2 o'clock in the morning over there. So I was like, man, all right, so yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We here. We're gonna be talking about next episodes of Money Shot. We're going to be talking about this coronavirus is getting out of hand, but people 15, I want to say 15 days ago, you started to see the resemblance of all that, all those people that were sick then, coming out now, either dying or they're getting well. So, but the people that's going into the hospitals are kind of plateauing a little bit. So hopefully people continue to stay in their house and continue to stay away from people. I'm seeing a lot of people partying together and stuff like that, and it's just not over yet. You know what I'm saying? So I hope people that keep practicing that social distancing. But yeah, Miguel, what's up, man? How you been? All right, Miguel had technical difficulties.
I wasn't on the stream. I didn't realize that. Just working hard, man. Trying to get it going. But Shannon's here.
What's up, Shannon? What's going
Um,
on, Shannon?
so I was looking for you. I was looking for the broadcast on. It was Red TV.
Yeah, so it's Red TV. I don't know how to say the last because it's Red TV and the broadcast station is called like Pro Bang. I'll
Looking it
write it
up.
out.
Right.
Yeah, so they yeah, that's the third time I've been on the show, and for 2 days they followed me around for 2 days last summer, and they were showing little clips of that too. But last couple of days, I've been sending them videos of Ariana Grande, um, uh, what's this kid name? JB, Justin Bieber. So, it was cool. It was cool. It was a full on interview they had with me, so it was like a 2-3 day process, but it came out dope. It came out dope.
So what type of stuff were they asking you? What was it about?
So the whole thing was about how the entertainment business, hey Maria, the entertainment business stopping in New York City. So what and a high caliber, team that I had, paparazzi. What's up, Josh? Like what we would do next. You know what I'm saying? If everything halted, like how do I make money now? Like where's the celebrities now? They're not in the city, so where are they? So I had to let them know about the Hamptons because I got people in the Hamptons that let me know what's going on out there. And I spoke about
Celebrities went. They all went to the Hamptons.
yeah, most of them are in the Hamptons. Like two stragglers. They got two people that's still here. Emily Radikowski, she's a big time model. And then I forgot the name of the other person, but anyway, I let them know, who was in town. There was only two people, but the problem is some of the paparazzis work like full-time jobs. They're not freelancers like how I'm a freelancer. So they still working. So they're
so they work for a company like TMZ and they make them work.
Yeah, they gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they out there. So it'd be like 5 people at one house, 5 people in another house. So I say about like 8, 10 still working, but they're not making nothing, So
but they get paid salary, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But they still want to get stuff, But yeah, it's been a struggle, as far as with paparazzis and stuff. If they're not thinking outside the box, they might not see a celebrity for the next 3-4 months, So
yeah.
And then I was discussing that with them and stuff like that. But it was dope. It was dope. Of course they paid for my services.
Yeah. There you go. Did you tell them about the show? What are you telling them about what you're doing?
So they showed me in front of the computer and stuff like that. And hey, Ari, so they showed me in front of the computer and stuff like that. I told them about the podcast. I wish they would have promoted it more. I told them to write it out. But they put 247paths.tv. I've been telling them not to do that. They didn't do that. So I was like, all right, whatever. But again, you got to keep yourself moving. You got to keep yourself going. So yeah, it was good. It was good. It was dope. It was awesome to be on in the German TV. They got love for me over there.
That's cool. So how you want to do this? Because we already got questions. Josh already hitting us with a question. You want a question?
Let's go, man. Like this is free. We chilling.
All right. Have you ever had a celebrity get mad at you until you get a real job?
What
was your reaction?
No, so not a celebrity. I had one time I almost got out of my kind of like my chill when they told my girlfriend that. They told my ex-wife that. I mean my ex-wife, I'm sorry. My wife. they told my wife that. Like they was like this girl, I'm not gonna say her name, but she's a real big time model. She's like, why don't you get a real job, right? To my wife. And I almost came out of my mouth because I'm like, yo, who the fuck you talking to? Like, like I was about to like go in. But she handled herself and she was like, yo, what else you want me to do? You got like she came back real quick with her and she was just like, get out of my face, So it was but never celebrity never really one celebrity told me, like, I almost came out of my mouth with this one too. It was like, your mother must be proud of you, And I was like, yes, she is. I was like, a matter of fact, she's really proud of me. But this guy is a dirtbag. So I didn't mind. I can't say his name because I'm trying to keep it positive. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess there's really no celebrity news other than your you being on TV.
So hold on. So I was going through like a couple like the money shot stuff, and I was thinking about it, right? One of the biggest ones that I'm going to talk about, of course, Tom Cruise, that's going to be coming up. Charlie Rose. I don't know if you know who Charlie Rose is.
I was there for that one, right? I think that was recent or no?
Well, you were there when I was getting him like the 4th time, but the first time I got him, I got a real good story with that. So that's going to be on the podcast.
Okay.
That's going to be on the podcast. So Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, they right before they broke up, I was there. So I got a huge story with that one. So I mean, I got a crazy Leo, and Kristen and Robert Pattinson. You know what I'm saying? So those are kind of my rearranged. I'm gonna rearrange that and make the next podcast available this weekend. I've been working on that. But so Maria, what's the longest you had to wait for a celebrity to show up. So not showing up, it was a huge story. It was a huge story. I talk about it. I talk a little bit about that one on the Money Shot Part 1, Money Shot Episode 1. And one of the biggest ones was Lamar Odom's, when I had to wait for him at this hotel. I'm not gonna say the hotel, but I had to wait for him at the hotel, and they said he was gonna come in at 11. I was waiting there like around 8 o'clock. He didn't come until 4 o'clock in the morning, so I had to wait all the way to 4 o'clock in the morning.
So in that situation, though, how do you stay awake? Were you by yourself? No.
No, I wasn't by myself. I was with my ex-partner. Yeah. I mean, we take turns to be outside and stuff like that. I had a real good person that was giving us a heads up. So he was in like their camp, and he was giving me kind of like a play-by-play. They missed the plane, so it was kind of like little things like that happening. So we still didn't want to leave the area, so we had to go get food and then come back to our spot and everything like that. And everything is patience, and you got to wait. You gotta really wait for it. Even the Tristan shot, we was there for a long time. To wait that long for a shot, it's crazy. Especially with video. Video, it takes me 5 seconds to turn on the video camera. So to be real precise on when the car comes, you gotta turn it on and then be ready to shoot. It's like this, but you're waiting for like 7-8 hours to get a shot for like 5 seconds, and that shot could get you about some high figures, So yeah, it's part of the job, being so good at what I do. You meet a lot of people that they know the value of some of these shots, so they give you heads up when there's a big shot, and then you can't turn it down. You got to be ready for it. That's what happened with us and OJ Simpson when he first came out. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. You gotta stay tuned with the podcast. So yeah. But OJ was crazy. Just doing my job the way I did my job. Warrant me. That was a 6-figure job that I didn't have to do. I just moved a lot of parts, and then the job was 6-figure, but I got 5 figures out of it. So it was big. It was a huge job that it required a lot of moving parts, but to be a part of that, and it was amazing, and I ate a real good steak when I closed that down. Saying Miguel been there.
Yeah.
One of those celebrations. We go all out. We go to the steakhouse. We go to Miguel. First time we go to the steakhouse, he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. What was that? Roof Chris, right?
No, Roof Chris. That place is probably one of the greatest steakhouses I ever ate at. I'm talking about the steak tomahawk. They call this thing the tomahawk. I think it's like this big, and it's just, oh my God. Like, we're gonna celebrate soon though over there. We're gonna go live. We're gonna go live from Roof Chris. Watch.
Ooh, that's a good one. They haven't approved it or sponsored that.
We didn't sponsor this yet, not yet, but we will begin sponsored by them.
So, all right, what story did you make the most money off? All right, this is all right. Explain. What?
For me, celebrities, do you go to the magazines and news channels? So right now we right now we can't do none of that. But when I had my biggest shot, so I have an agent, right? So what the agent does is the agent has sales reps and stuff like that, and they go out there, and when you get a big shot and when you're on top of your game, your relationship between agent and sales rep is key, because a lot is not a good look between some of these people that, like, there's not as transparent, because you don't know what you're doing out there. You know what I'm saying? Some people just get shots and just give it up and they keep going and going and going, but they don't know the true value of the shot, right? So again, me doing it for so long, I knew that if I got a big shot, I'm gonna talk to my sales rep, right? They get the shot and stuff, they sell it, they call me back, they're like, yo, these are the options. And that kind of communication don't happen all the time with all the paparazzis and the sales agents and the high reps in the company. But I warranted that. I started knowing people on the other side too. The people that was buying the actual footage and the actual pictures. I became real good friends with them too, because I wanted to know what was the actual value and if they wasn't kind of debagging me around. You know what I'm saying? So it's all schooling. It's all school, and you got to treat it like school. And so one of my biggest shots, it came down, it was the Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Salon shot, and that shot, I didn't know it was going to be big. I talk about it in episode 7. So we talk about it, episode 6 or 7. So we talk about it. It was the Met Gala, after party. And I was, routinely going to the after party, everything like that. And they had, they went to the party. Every year is the same spot. And then breaks away to two, like different. It's always 3 after parties at the Met Gala. So in this case, I noticed, just being in the game so long, you notice so many different things. You don't rest. When you're on your game, you never rest. So I was noticing different things. Jay-Z and Beyonce changed their cars. So they had a Tesla. And I was watching the Tesla. And the driver's soul made eye contact with me. So he put the visor down. Once he put the visor down, the car came up, creeping up. And then I have my own call. I'll be like, whoop, whoop, to my. So once the ex-partners heard that, we walked together in front of the car, and I saw Beyonce's bodyguard about to come out the door. So once he's about to come out the door, we was the first one there. The rest of the paparazzis were talking on the side, and we boom, 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 got the shots done. It was so fast, done. So the paparazzis only got side angles. We got all the shots coming to the car. So we just thought it was cool. Jay-Z was holding his face like this. We didn't know he got slapped up. So, I was like, all right, that's cool shots. So initially we made like a couple $100. But a week later, when all this stuff started coming out, that he got beat up by Solange and all, things started making sense. Like they got into separate cars and all that. So my sales rep, she hit me up and she was like, yo, Cesar, were you there? Was this your video? And she showed me a little clip. I was like, yeah, that's my video. It says 24/7. And she was like, oh my God, let me call you back. I was like, you can't say that to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I texted her back. I was like, you can't just call me and say that, So about like 30 minutes later, she was like, Cesar, everybody in the world want this video. Once you tell me that, it's over. You know what I'm saying? It was like when you hit the slot machine and that thing, the number goes, yo, that thing was going off like. To this day, I think I still get like a couple of sales here and there. And this was like, this was like 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Can you briefly talk about your interaction with Zendaya? Also about the time she filmed you and you had give you a shot on your IG.
Yeah. So Jimmy, that's a great because the reason why I put that as that's the first picture on my podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like the very first picture on my podcast. Zendaya is one of the most down-to-earth superstars that's coming up the ranks right now. Me and her always have a good time when I film her and stuff like that. But in this case, she was in the car with Spider-Man, on Tom Holland. So there was allegedly going out at the time, and we saw her coming out of her apartment, and then Tom Holland came out of the apartment, but we couldn't get them together. So they jumped in the car together. And we follow them to a tattoo spot. And at the tattoo spot, Tom Holland jumped out of the car quick and ran in. And then Zendaya jumped out and she was like, "Oh my God, what's up? Oh my God, I'm famous now." Like she was playing with it. She was like, "Oh, look at I got my crew." And then she started like showing, doing IG story with me and my ex-partner. So it was amazing. When it came out, Tom Holland was cooler. He came out. We was like, "Yo, what kind of tattoo you got?" He was like, "If I tell you what tattoo I gotta kill you." You know what I'm saying? But he was like, he was laughing it out, But it was amazing getting them two together, even inside the tattoo shop. We got some footage of them inside there too. So yeah, she's a sweetheart. One of my favorite stories with her, and she did a shout out for my daughter. My daughter was like one of her biggest fans. She used to watch the show that she was on called Step It Up, and she used to dance a lot on there. And my daughter was one of her like big fans, and I had her do a shout out like, "Hey, well, make sure you do your homework, listen to your dad, Isabella," and boom, and oh my God, Father of the Year that year. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Zendaya is always going to be close to me. She's an amazing person.
All right, Stringer. The Netflix. He told me to watch that show. The Stringer. Netflix, right? The series, is it a series or is it one?
It's a whole series. It's a whole series on Netflix. Let me tell you something about Stringers, right? I know those guys, a couple guys that was on that show. That joint is crazy. I'll never do no stringing, right? I tried a little bit in New York.
Getting people that died, right?
Fires, death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not even in my.
You know what though? Doesn't Keith remember Keith from LA? He started beating that, right?
He's doing that now.
We gotta get him on the show. We gotta get him on the show.
We definitely gonna get him on the show. He's definitely a part of one of those Stringer teams. Yo, make sure you remind me too. Keith would love to be on the show. Yeah. I'm gonna have some top paparazzis on the show real soon too.
All right. So, have you ever gotten mad that a story got twisted wrongly from the shot that you shot?
Oh yeah. Couple times. They misdid my story. I'm not gonna say which one because I don't want sales reps to get mad at me, but they kind of twisted the story to make it kind of sound good, and then we didn't have proof, so the story died. But we could have made like at least a couple $100, but the story died. And you gotta roll with the punches, though. I don't. You and the sales rep have to be on the same page. So it only happens rarely. And you just let them know, just say what I say what's going on. I don't want no extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but it rarely happens. Usually they go by what just happened, and then they just put it out there.
So one thing that I really learned about this industry is how this part of it works. Do you ever tip your tipsters, right? So like there's information, then there's getting the content, and then they're selling. So all these people get paid, right? Like, how does it work?
So it depends. It totally depends on who the tipster is, right? If it's a grapher or someone that wants a photo with a celebrity and they know you have access, we always swap tips, right? That's probably one of the major things I do. I swap tips, but there's occasion, right? I have like 2 or 3 major tipsters that I'll never reveal their identity because they're so close to big time celebrities that they tip me off on like huge shots, and I have to hit them off, but they know I have to get the shot. I'm not going to hit them off if I don't get nothing, right? If they be like, they're in the garage, right? I'm not going to give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to happen. So it all warrants me getting the shot and me delivering the shot. You know what I'm saying? Once that happens, then I pay right away. You know what I'm saying? Like I usually pay like a day later, off my accounts. But usually it's swap for swap. I'm always good for it. I always give them bigger names that they gave me, and it's just being consistent with it too. Usually when people ask for money right away, I usually kind of steer away from it because they expect money for every little tip that they give, and that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, because it only makes sense if you make money, right? So it's like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna give away money just because you just saw somebody from a Z-list show. You know what I'm saying? Like the Real Housewives of Soho. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna give you money for the fifth person on that show.
But like you said, like, if there's something exclusive, right? So that was one of the big things that I had to understand. The difference between exclusive and non-exclusive. Explain that to them.
So it's a huge difference. Exclusive, I mean, sky's the limit, right? If it's a huge story, if it's not even a huge story, let's say Gigi Hadid is eating somewhere, right? Video, you can make a couple of dollars, but pictures, because of fashion and all that stuff, if you combine them both, they can use both of them on a story. You can make a good $500, $700 off of that, so that's exclusive. But non-exclusive, you're talking about that same exact shot probably went to like $100, probably $50.
And non-exclusive means a bunch of people are there.
Well, it could be even one other person there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's two different agencies, meaning the people that sell your stuff, and it's separate agencies. I mean, it could go from you could make a good like 500 to people downbidding your shots, just so they could put it on on whoever, the spot is going to be. It could be like people.com or the Daily Mail or one of those kind of things. Even TMZ, they could low bid you. Oh, 75, no 50. Oh, and then all of a sudden, you're getting your shots out there for like $50. You know what I'm saying? So it's a huge difference, exclusive, non-exclusive. Huge difference.
Got it. So Josh asks, has Jonathan, the food god, aka Kim K's BFF, ever tipped off the Paps for the shots? Actually, the Kim Kardashian model is pretty interesting. Would you want to explain that to them?
So first thing, the food. Jonathan Cheban is one of my good friends. I actually have him on my phone. I actually contact him a lot. Because
I'm on the show then.
well, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that one day. Because sometimes he could get a little, bougie and stuff like that. But it's all good. He's a good friend of mine. I was videotaping him for a lot of years. Even before Kim, I was videotaping him. He was just the biggest PR. He used to hook me up with different celebrities back then. So, me and Jonathan, we go a long way. But right now he doesn't tip people off. He just wants to be in the shot, and he wants like those pictures exclusive so he could put it in social media. So he contacts me a lot for that. He'll be like, Cesar, you got that? So I can send him the shot. And then I always tell him, yo, make sure you code me in on those shots. So he usually does, but yeah, Jonathan is a good dude. But Kim Kardashian is probably hands down one of the savviest business women in the game. And people know that, right? But what people don't know is that she's probably one of the biggest paparazzis out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, she controls all her shots that she can control. If she's out in public and stuff, she can't control that. But most of the shots you see out there and stuff like that, she controls almost all those shots, and she makes sure you see the best ones, but she
gets paid for that too, right? She makes money.
She gets paid like 80% of every shot you see of her out there like that.
So that's the genius of it. When I heard that, I was like, damn, they're smart. So she has her own paparazzi in every shot. Yeah. She gets to choose it, and she makes most of the money.
80%. Like if you see her by herself and it says exclusive pictures and stuff like that, it's her paparazzi that's rolling with her, and she controls everything. Like, she knows what shots.
She have a deal where if there's more than other paparazzi, they have to choose her paparazzi.
No. But then she sometimes gives it away for free. So
nobody can make money.
yeah.
Damn.
Other people do that too, though, but they're not knowing.
Oh.
Like there's certain people out in this business that just want to destroy any pictures that, and this is the worst thing right here, right? I'm not gonna name no names, but certain celebrities, when you get them exclusive, you be like, yeah, I got it, and you send it in. Guess what? They put it on IG, non-exclusive. And they take those pictures, and your picture just went from $1,000 to like $20.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's salty. You know, so I'll be like, you know, it's part of the business now. You know what I'm saying? So,
have you ever met Kid Rock?
I met Kid Rock. We did a story on Kid Rock about 2 years ago. It was about, I don't know, about the president or something like that. And he went to a bar, and he was cool. I was with one of his favorite graphers, all his autographs. And, you know, because I never dealt with Kid Rock. So I was like, let me bring him along with me so he could stop him and I can talk to him. You know what I'm saying? So it was good look. Kid Rock was nice. He was real good. He was a good guy.
Cool. Any other questions from anybody? So, all right. So we talked about the show. You talked about your new podcast you're about to come out with. What else? What else can we talk about?
So, I mean, you know, is there any way we could show the clip of the show on here?
If you give me the link, I was looking it up. I couldn't find it.
Can we do it off our computer or no?
Yeah. Basically, okay. I would have to pull it up and then I could show my screen. But okay. I just don't know what the link is. If you send it to me, I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. It's not a link. It's just
a file.
It's a file.
Is it the one that you sent me earlier?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, all right. Hold on. I got it.
Okay. All right. I'll just talk that. But so what this is, what we're gonna try to attempt to show you guys is me being on the show today on the Germany show Red. You know, it's one of the top shows in Germany, and I was privileged to be on it 3 times. The first time I was on there, we was talking about Justin Bieber getting married and everything like that. I was on point with all that, and I had all the exclusive videos to JB, and then talking about my relationship with JB. So that was awesome. You know, they did a great job with that. And then the one after that, we did a whole workup of why me and my ex-partner was the best in the business. You know, and they did a whole follow for 2-3 days, and they had that footage ready to go with that. So that was amazing too. So yeah, you know, I've been on a lot of TV shows, Entertainment Tonight. I've been on that show, I want to say like 5 times. You know, we did a lot of things with being positive Paps. They had us on the show doing a whole thing on that. We had one show just about Lindsay Lohan too, because I got so much footage that year of Lindsay, and we just had like a whole workup on Lindsay. Here we go. Exclusive.
All right, sorry. I never did this before. All right.
Here we go.
Let's play.
Das letzte Mal, als wir Star-Paparazzo Cesar treffen, macht in Manhattan gerade einen Schnappschuss von Justin und Hailey Bieber.
Romance, baby, romance!
Jetzt haben
any Germans in the crowd can subtitle for us?
Now, there's really
Die Stadt ist so gut wie leer. Es sind nur noch eine Handvoll Leute hier. Zum Beispiel Bradley Coopers Ex, Irina Shayk, mit ihrem neuen Freund.
That was the girl I was talking about.
She's out with a new guy.
Wie und wo die Stars die Corona-Krise überstehen, weiß niemand so gut wie Cesar. Der 41-Jährige hatte sie alle schon vor der Linse. Von Rihanna über Justin Bieber oder Ariana Grande. Normalerweise kassiert er zwischen $200 und $5.000.
Ich habe zum Glück einiges an Geld zur Seite gelegt und gut gespart. Dadurch, dass ich in der Oberliga der Paparazzi spiele, habe ich die letzten Jahre eine Menge Geld verdient. Aber das wird natürlich auch nicht ewig reichen.
Um seine Familie vor der Ansteckungsgefahr zu schützen, beschließt der Paparazzo, wie viele seiner Kollegen,
That's my little guy making a debut.
zu Hause zu bleiben. Stattdessen hat Cesar jetzt seinen eigenen Podcast, in dem er Erfahrungen und Geheimnisse aus 16 Jahren Karriere teilt. Und uns verrät er, dass 90% aller Promis während der Corona-Krise in die Hamptons abgehauen sind.
Hugh Jackman und seine Familie, Sarah Jessica Parker und ihre Familie, Scarlett Johansson, ihr Verlobter und die Kinder sind zum Beispiel auch da. Eigentlich ist so gut wie jeder, den du normalerweise in New York treffen würdest, in den Hamptons.
Die Hamptons, 2 Stunden Fahrzeit von Manhattan, gelten als der Zufluchtsort der Schönen und Reichen. Kilometerlange Sandstrände und eine Luxusvilla an der anderen. Sarah Jessica Parker hat gleich 3 Häuschen. Hier hat Scarlett Johansson ihren Zweitwohnsitz und da residiert Hugh Jackman.
Es sind nicht nur die Stars, sondern allgemein viele Menschen, die jetzt in die Hamptons flüchten. So ist es normalerweise erst im Sommer. Das überfordert und stört jetzt vor allem ältere Menschen, die dort leben.
Einer, der sich das Luxusleben in den Hamptons leisten kann, der 27-Jährige gehört zur New Yorker High Society, als wir ihn 2000
So, I mean, they're gonna go in and talk about like other stuff in there.
von Donald Trump.
Yeah, that was my big piece right there. That was my big piece of the interview. Yeah.
Einige Leute waren die ersten Wochen echt verrückt. Eine Frau hat...
Yeah, that was cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So, you know, what's the name? At the end, we talk like just like 10 seconds, but that's all right. But I was like, they showed the reason why they show my crib because they wanted to know how much food and how much stuff I have stored 2 weeks during quarantine time. Yeah. So, I had to show, a couple things around the crib. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool.
So
it was.
That was cool. That was awesome. Jimmy 4x4, have you ever met Heath Ledger?
Oh my God. Let me tell you something, man. Heath Ledger, I went for Heath Ledger 20 times. And I seen a glimpse of him like 3 different times, but he's so fast. But he was the nicest guy that my friends were meeting. Like I just had bad luck with Heath Ledger. And the crazy part about Heath Ledger is that I got the pickup truck. He had like a big moving truck. It said celebrity moving. And I'm the one that broke the story when he moved out and left thank you, Maria, and left his ex-wife and moved to Soho. So thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, but I kept missing them. I mean, I seen them a couple times, but I never videotaped them. And that, I was so mad because I wanted to meet him so bad. Everybody else met him and he was so nice, but I just kept missing him. At least 20 times I missed him.
All right.
And that was early on in my career too. That was early.
How about Ashton Kutcher?
Next question. Terrible, man. That dude. I tried a couple times with him. I got him like twice, but he wasn't built for real. I'll be honest with you. He wasn't built for this. Like he wasn't really built for being a celebrity. He really hated to be a celebrity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He hated it. So that's why you don't see much about him no more.
That's true.
Yeah. So I was translating growing up supermodel, saw Steven's oh my gosh, daughter there, beautiful ex. Did you meet him?
Steven Seagal?
Yeah, he's rather popular here before. Yeah, so Steven Seagal, I would love to meet Steven Seagal. He's like my childhood hero. When it came to 80s, early 90s, was dropping those hits, man. He was like, yo, every movie though, he was named the same name. He had the same name in every single movie. You know, it was like Rico or something like that, or Rico. Like he was the same name. If you watch a Steven Seagal movie, he's the same name in every movie.
Part 7.
Part 7, Rico lives.
Rico lives.
Hard to Kill, Mark for Death. And he breaks everybody's bones, man. Like everybody got to get it. Everybody, like they look at him like, man, yo, don't break my right hand, man. And he just literally gone. But yeah, I would love to meet him. El
Prez. I don't ever heard of that guy.
Dave El Prez.
Of Barstool Sports Blog.
I never met him before. I think A-Rod is huge on there. I think he's like on there all the time. Never met him before. Another person that's pretty cool that I met, Howard Stern. Howard Stern is a cool dude. You know, it's just, you know, he's very playful, but he's a very good dude. You know, yeah. So yeah, man. What's the name? It's been a crazy few days. Just of course doing the podcast stuff and things like that. Just getting used to being home all the time, you know, and just thinking about putting the stories together and doing boards and putting like different stories on the boards and stuff like that. So, you know, just keeping myself busy.
Cool. But if anybody has more questions, if not, you wanna any words for today? Any final words? Anything?
So I've been just watching some of the streams going on right now and some of the stuff going on. It just it was cool seeing Rihanna on that live, you know, just seeing her doing her thing on live and stuff like that. But a couple other people that was on the live, you know, they had like 10 people in one live, like all together. Wow. I was just like, oh my God, like, ugh. You know, that social distancing gotta start happening. You know, Rhea only had 3 people, you know, so she was good. Those 3 people probably live with her, like literally. But yeah, Gisele Bündchen, that's probably what he's talking about. Tom Brady. Yeah, she used to be real bad back in the day. She was my first person that I ever tried to go for.
Talk about that in the first podcast, right? Or second?
The first one. That was literally my first time jumping out of a car. It was Gisele Bündchen, you know. And we used to make some real good money off with Tom, especially when they first started dating, because she was dating Leo. She was dating Leonardo DiCaprio for a lot of years, you know. And when she left Leo, she went with Tom Brady. And that was crazy because they was moving pretty fast. And they bought a brownstone in Soho, the West Village. And man, that was when she moved to the West Village, it was over. It was like 30 paparazzis waiting around the corner everywhere, you know, and they had cameras everywhere. So when there was a lot of paparazzi, they never came out. But when paparazzi started getting smart and was waiting like in their cars and waiting across the street and not in the neighborhood, then they would like and stuff like that, and they were getting hammered. They'll wait until they go like 1 block away, and they was getting slaughtered. It was crazy. It was the West out there, you know, 20, 30 guys on top of them. It was crazy. Have you ever met Conor McGregor? I met Conor McGregor 3 times, and I had one great time with him. We was walking long distance, and he was having fun with the camera. You know, I gotta look for that video. I don't have it on YouTube. I definitely got to put it up on YouTube. But Conor McGregor is amazing, especially with his fans. He's so dope with his fans. You know, great guy, man. Great guy. Another one, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Man, I walked like 5 blocks with him one time, and through the Diamond District too. So that was just nuts. He was
buying stuff.
Yeah, he was going to different stores buying jewelry, and yo, the bodyguard. I ain't never seen human beings this big.
Like he needs a bodyguard.
But yo, let me tell you something. 7 foot, like 405 pounds of just like boom, like muscle. Muscle was like coming out the ear, and it was just like.
That sounds like a video game. Like first you gotta get through one 800-pound guy, another 800-pound guy, then Floyd.
But Floyd, if he fights, these are lethal weapons.
Oh yeah, he can't even hit anybody. Yeah.
So yeah. Josh said, "What celebrity gets the most chicks?"
Leonardo. I think it follows up to Richards right here. It's probably Leonardo, right?
Let me see. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. Stay tuned with the podcast. I'm gonna give you guys the biggest player ever. I'm gonna say who it is, right? It's Leonardo DiCaprio, right? The dude is a player. The dude, I ain't never seen nobody like him. He stands alone. Of all.
He stands alone.
Let me tell you something. Other than him, I mean, Justin Bieber was killing back in the day, right? But
Leo's had the longevity of like 20 years of this, right?
So Leo, oh my God, yo, I'm gonna tell you the craziest story on the podcast with Leo. I got the craziest story. I made a hefty amount of money when I did the story with Leo. So I'm gonna save it for the podcast. But yo, oh my God, Leo is a beast. He's a Hall of Famer.
We should make that. We should make the Hall of Fame. Let's do that.
Hall of Fame. There's no one like this man. There's no one around like.
Let's make that. Let's make an animation. Top 10 players of all time, celebrity players
with the Heisman pose. With the Heisman pose like this, and they be having like all the women on their hands with the Heisman.
That's a good animation. We're gonna make that. Anybody in our audience that does animations, reach out. We got to make an animation of that. That's hilarious.
Oh my God, beast. But what's they said something about J-Lo? What
Richard said, have you ever met J-Lo and how is she?
So J-Lo, oh my God, let me tell you something about J-Lo. J-Lo. First time I met J-Lo was at the Waldorf, right? I used to do security, side hustle security, right? For a huge guy from the Dubai, right? He lives out in Miami. He sponsors a lot of J-Lo movies and a lot of stuff that like movement. Like he moves money through a lot of celebrities and stuff like that. Legally though, all right. So he sponsors a lot of. He's a billionaire. So me and him got real cool. The billionaire. And I used to be the only security guy that he trusted inside the Waldorf. So I used to walk around with him, and his regular security guard used to leave at a certain time, but he used to come down. And I used to be cool with his kids and everything. So anyway, first time I met J-Lo, he called me down, and he was like, "Oh, Cesar, can you stand out here with us and stuff?" And I was like, "All right." And I knew who J-Lo was, of course, because she was married to Marc Anthony and everything. So. And that's funny because yesterday I was going to mention Marc Anthony. Ain't nobody could smoke like that man right there.
Oh, yeah. And he's a singer, too. Wow.
Well, he's one of the greatest singers, right? And I forgot what Richard was saying, who was smoking, and they sung, I think it was Miley Cyrus.
Oh, it was Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. Yeah. So Marc Anthony's like two Justin Timberlakes. His voice is ridiculous, right? He smoked while we was out there, and we were chilling, and they were loving me. Like J-Lo was like, "Oh my God, the person he thinks so highly about you and stuff. We all chilling, we all hanging out, and Marc Anthony threw a cigarette. I remember this. He was smoking, right, and he threw the cigarette. I saw the cigarette on the floor. I looked back up. He had another cigarette in his mouth. Yeah, I ain't never seen nobody do that shit in my life. I was like, what just happened? I was like, what just happened? He literally like threw it. Like he said, boop, threw it. And I wanted to see where it went because, you know, standing outside the water, we got carpets, we got different things like that. So I needed to see where the cigarette, so nothing catch on fire. So it went to the side and, you know, there was water coming. So it just went there and just turned off. I literally looked like this. I looked right back at him. He had another one in his mouth like this. I was like, this man is a beast. Oh my God, that was crazy. But I had a great time with both of them that night. It was amazing.
All right, how the shots of you and Ariana Grande happened, specifically winter 2018. She had a bright yellow coat. Damn, super specific. Link us here. We gotta see the link, Jimmy.
With the Puma coat. And just in the street of New York. Yeah, I know. That's the have on the podcast. The shot that I have with Ari. Yeah, the front shot. Yeah,
that's recent.
Yeah, that was about a year and a half, year ago. Yeah. Okay. So and she's not doing no concerts or nothing like that, and you know, and she's home, like in New York. Sometimes you could catch her walking around. So she came out with her bodyguard and her friend, and she saw me and my ex-partner was there, and we was talking already. I was like, man, I want a videotape, but I was like, man, I just want to talk to her too, you know. So I haven't talked to her for a while. So I was like, you know what? Forget the video. This is the only night that I didn't do no video. So I put my video camera down, and she was just asking so many questions because we haven't seen her. Like we see her, but it's always from door to car. You know what I'm saying? Like it was always like that. And she'll say, I love you, Cesar, and things like that. But we never really had a conversation for a little while. So there we had a real good conversation, and we were just talking about life. And she was just, you know, happy that we was around her again. And, you know, she's just awesome. And I was like, yo, can I get a picture? And she was like, do you even have to ask? You know what I'm saying? Like she was like, yo, you get whatever you want to get, you know, like, come on, you know? So that was an awesome time. We were just chilling. We literally was hanging out for like 30 minutes, something like that, 20, 30 minutes. And we were just hanging outside, and it was getting a little cold. So she wanted to go get a coffee. And we was like, you know, we're going to let her kind of do her thing. We didn't want to walk around with her because it would just bring attention. And yeah. So she was amazing. Josh, man, you trying to get me in trouble out here, man. Like, no.
Plead the fifth?
No comment. I'll be honest with you. I never really heard about Justin with Kardashians. I knew he was close to them. The rumors were flying with him and Courtney at one point, but I never really, seriously, I never really, in New York, I never really seen them together like that. It's just more of a LA thing, but I think it's more of a friendship thing because of Haley and stuff like that. But yeah.
Oh, from the hotel days, any funny alias names?
Oh, alias names?
Yeah. I
totally forgot the alias names. We knew Angelina was coming. We knew, you know what I'm saying? Like we knew the real names, you know, because I was security, you know, so we
real names.
Definitely it was crazy names that they were flying around. But when I was called, it was like straight up like, yo, Oprah's coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Barbara Streisand is on her way. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that, you know, they never said anything like that. Have you ever met John Travolta? I met John Travolta like 15 times. He's up there probably like almost I'll say probably my top 5 most gracious. Like he'll sign every autograph you have. Like he's one of the great guys in the business, especially his caliber. You know, he's A-list. He is one of the most amazing guys in the business. You know, hands down, one of the great ones. Top 5. He's top 5. So for me, my top 5, I'm talking about the great ones. You know, the greatest top 5 I have is straight up Travolta, Will Smith, you see, I will put Brad Pitt there, but he's kind of lost it a little bit. But Brad Pitt used to be one of the great ones. But I'm gonna double back on him, right? The reason why I won't put Rihanna there because she doesn't do what these great ones do. I'm talking like Will Smith and Travolta. They were signed for hours out there. Johnny Depp, right? He's one of my top 5. Johnny Depp will be out there for hours signing everything you have. You know what I'm saying? Who else? See, it's hard to say Bieber because he used to be like that, but it's so hard to get to him. Like Ari used to be like that too. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard. Like they're great, but I'm talking about like greatness. You know what I'm saying? I never met Patrick Swayze. Never met him before. Let's see. Selena Gomez. That's tough. I gotta think about the other 2. But those 3 are like huge. Like it don't matter what's going on. They will stop for everybody. Oh, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey will stop for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I got to work on that other one, that one other person. But those four are huge, big timers.
Have you ever met Cindy Kimberly or Chantel Jeffries? Chantel Jeffries, I remember when we were in LA that we were driving and I was like, oh, that's the girl, the football player. I couldn't remember her name. Remember that we were driving in LA?
So let me tell you, Jeffrey, Cindy Kimberly, I never met her, but Chantel Jeffries was one of those girls that Bieber, because she was associated with Justin, famous. So we had a few girls like that. It was kind of like a thing. Like Bieber had the golden touch. I'm gonna keep it PG, but he had the golden touch. Like he'll touch you like this, he'll touch you like that, and you become instant famous. And Bieber was the man with that stuff like that. You know, he made girls so famous real fast. Ronda Rousey, I never met. I never met her before. You know, I think I shot her one time, but she was at a show. What celebrity has the best autograph? Wow, that's a good one. That's good. I'll be honest with you. The first time I got a real good autograph, I'm gonna have Josh save some of those questions, those autograph, especially autograph questions. I'm gonna have some of the best autograph people in the business that makes high 6 figures in the autograph business, and they could kind of give their kind of spiel on the best autographs and the best that kind of stuff. I got my first autograph. I'm not gonna lie, my first autograph I got just was recently, and it was Robert Downey Jr. and it was the craziest thing. I was like, yeah! I was like losing my mind. I was like, yeah!
You made him sign the shield?
So I made him sign. I think I still got it. Yeah. So hold on, I'll get it for you guys. I made him sign something back here.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So that autograph right there, $175.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. That was cool. That was cool. Have you ever met anyone from the Fast and the Furious franchise? So it's funny. So the Fast and the Furious, so Vin Diesel, right? I met him like 5 times. Time in particular, he came outside and really wanted to know about the paparazzi business. Like he literally just was like, yo, listen, don't film me for a while. Get me coming out and stuff like that. He was like real down to earth. He was like, yo, get me out and stuff, me chilling a little bit, me signing autographs, get me doing that. But I want to know something that I don't want you to film. So I'm like, damn, all right, Vin. Like, all right, okay. So I finished videotaping him. He came over to me and like two, 3 other guys. He was like, yo, you guys are friends? And we was like, yeah, we cool. He was like, yo, I don't understand that. And I was like, why? Why you don't understand that? He was like real talk? Yo, if I was a paparazzi, I will fuck you guys up. I was like, what? He was like, yo, I treat this joint like a drug game, man. He was like, yo, I would get 4 or 5 of my best friends, like my real good friends, and I will run this whole entire game. And I was like, yo, Vin, have a nice night. Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, and he was like going in. He was like, yo, I can't believe, like, you know each other, like really know each other. Like, y'all work, now we work for different companies. He was like, yo, y'all crazy. He's going in. I was like, but it was dope because he had a laugh after that. He was like, yo, you guys are mad cool, you know what I'm saying? But yo, y'all nuts. And then he just jumped in his car and left. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was just like,
that's pretty funny. You gotta do that on the podcast. That's funny.
Yeah. But he's crazy. He's amazing though. He's an amazing guy.
About Usher, you never mentioned Usher.
I never really got along with Usher. You know what I'm saying? Like Usher was like a little, like he said what's up and everything like that, but he thought he was like Michael Jackson or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he was covering up and, I had a cool little moment with him real quick. And it was just like, he would just be like, yeah, what's up, guys? What's going on? Like he would think he was like extra cool. And then he would just get in the car, But I mean, to fans, he's pretty cool to them. You know what I'm saying? But to me, he was just like, he was just doing too much extra stuff.
Is that Jenna Love here behind you? Is it?
Nah, that's J-Lo. That's J-Lo.
Oh.
So the 2 people that watch me all the time, you see that? J-Lo watches me and Rihanna watches me. they always watching. They got the eyes on me. But yeah, yo, what's the name? I'm gonna say you guys are draining the stories out of me, but I love it.
Yeah, write some of these down for the podcast. So we've been over the hour. How do you want to end it?
First thing, Josh, Jimmy, Maria, Richard, you guys are amazing. You know what I'm saying? Always on point. Always, making the show alive. You know what I'm saying? Like this, sometimes, we ready to go at 40 minutes. We over an hour now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, we love.
Today we're like, what are we gonna talk about? All right, we know. Like 1 minute before the show, we're like, what are we talking about?
so for real, like I know Miguel feels the same way. You know what I'm saying? You guys are freaking amazing. You guys are guys, and gals. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys represent every single time.
Shannon too, Shannon.
Sorry, Shannon. Yeah. But we definitely got mad love for you guys. This is for y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I hope you guys got value off of it, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, we got stories for days, and this coming week, I'm definitely bringing in some heavy hitters this week. So we got a singer this week too. So we got some real good people this week. So yeah, just stay tuned and all love. What you got for them, Mig?
Yeah, I mean, again, just stay safe. Shannon, Robin, we ask a question tomorrow. Shannon, come check us out tomorrow.
Shannon, what's the question?
All right.
I ask that tomorrow, Shannon. Come back tomorrow. I got a long story with both of them. So tomorrow I got you. I got you tomorrow.
So everybody stay safe. Thank you for checking in always. Follow us on all platforms, Instagram, not only YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, if you want that. We're everywhere. Right now we're streaming live everywhere. Thank you for everything. Cesar, any last words?
Love you guys. Stay safe. Peace.